Okay, I'm annoying myself now. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Tonight, I'm taking a look at the Diamond Select Toys Kingdom Hearts Mickey with Pluto figure, and this is a Walgreens exclusive. Now, I'm going to start off this review honestly and truthfully and come out and just say, I've never played Kingdom Hearts. So I don't know why Mickey's dressed like this. I know Keyblades from running a lot of Comic-Cons. I know what they are. I know the general premise of the game, but I've never played it. And when it comes to Diamond Select Toys, I don't buy a lot there either. I got nothing against them. They don't do a lot of stuff that I really like. And finally, I'm not a huge fan of Disney characters. I know who they are. I've watched a lot of the cartoons. I like Mickey. I like Pluto. I like other characters from Disney, but I don't love them. But I love action figures, and this was $10. That's the way to get me to buy a toy is, you know, throw it out there for $10. I'll give anything a try for $10. Okay, maybe not anything. Well, most anything. Looking at the package, I really like this. It's very minimal. Here's the logo, the name around. Big window shows you everything in the package. Now this is the, and I hate to say it like this, but this is the dumbed down version. There are 3 packs of this available at comic shops and other places that sell Diamond Select toys. This just went out to Walgreens, just bare minimum, stripped down, figure, Keyblade. But again, $10. I'm probably gonna say that many a time through this review. On the side, more window. You see more of the figures. I'm good with that. On the back, other characters from the series. On the other side, more window. On the top, yet more window. On the bottom, the legalese, barcode. So I'm going to get this open and see what's going on here. And there we go, all out of the package. And you know what? Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Okay, even though I'm unfamiliar with the designs of Kingdom Hearts, I know this is Mickey Mouse. I know where this is supposed to be going, and I do like it for the most part. The sculpt is nice, like the teeth on the zipper on the jacket. Nice little detail added to there. I don't understand why the zipper is halfway up, but the zipper is open both above and below the zipper itself. It's kind of weird. The pouches on the legs, looks like more zippers on the shorts. The added detail to the boots. I like the design of this. The paints, a little dirty here and there. They're cleanly applied, but it seems like it scratches off really easily. And then get up to the head. This is, hey, it's Mickey Mouse. Again, I don't know what the character looks like in the environment of Kingdom Hearts, but having watched a lot of Mickey Mouse when I was a kid, or, well, teenager, or, well, adult, this is definitely Mickey Mouse. From certain angles, it kind of gives you different eras, maybe. From the side, it looks like an older version of Mickey. From the front, maybe a newer version. And then the paints, a little bit messy. It misses the edge a little bit here and there, and it just looks dirty. There's black splotches on, I'm going to say flesh tone, but it's not flesh tone, it's a mouse. It's cartoon mouse, really. Just here and there, you can see dark spots. Again, dirty. And the color of the skin seems a little bit pale, just barely a little bit off, but I'm not going to gripe too much about that. And then I'm calling Pluto a second character in the pack. I'm not calling him an accessory, even though he is pretty much an unmoving piece of plastic. Pluto is a character. I don't know why he doesn't talk. Goofy can talk. Why can't Pluto? But that's another discussion for another time. I think when it came down to it, Pluto was the selling point for me here. I just haven't, well, I haven't looked a lot, but I haven't ever run across a nice sculpt of Pluto. And in the package, it looked like a nice sculpt. Out of the package, it is a nice sculpt. It's undeniably Pluto. But get to the paint, again, it's a little bit messy. You can see some streaks here and there, some dark splotches, a couple of spots where the paint has rubbed off. It's just not as clean as I was hoping it would be. But it's pretty damn clean for $10. Again, going back to that point. If you're messing with Mickey, you know that the arms aren't completely straight. There's a swivel at the top and there's a swivel at the bottom. And that affects where the arm actually sits when you put it down to the side of the body. The bend is right under the sleeve, so if you have it down and it looks awkwardly jutting out, you need to rotate the arm itself around and then bring the glove around and his arm will sit at his side. Now there's more articulation than I thought there would be, but there's not enough to be actually useful. Does that make sense? It's nice to have it, but you can't get a lot of different stances out of it. But my big thing is the design itself. And it may just be because it is Mickey and this is what he looks like and it's hard to translate into plastic form. But you can see that the shoes are not flat on the bottom. They roll up towards the heel and then the feet jut forward from the body. Most of the body is to the back. So you can guess where I'm going with this. And that's when you try to stand him straight up, he's back heavy. And just the center of gravity is right here. You got the big old noggin hanging off the back. That's just how it works. But if you can just slightly adjust it forward to where he's leaning, you can get it to stand up. But it's very rocky. Get to Pluto, and I thought there would be a little bit more articulation than there is. Looking at it in the package, I thought the collar was part of the lower body and the neck at the bottom there would be on a ball joint and then at the top. But it turns out the collar is just a separate piece. I found another articulation point. I didn't even know that was there. I thought, I was planning ahead, going to go to articulation and just say, well, there's the head, but here's the tail. And I just spoiled further down the review about a minute and a half from now. Going over articulation on Mickey, there's a ball joint at the top of the neck, goes up into the head. I wish the head had a little bit more concave to it because you can get here about a little bit down and a little bit up. Now you can fake it where it's almost coming off the ball and he can look higher, but it's almost coming off right there. There's a hinge and swivel at the shoulder, hinges out to about right there. It swivels around, but it hits the collar and you're going to jut out. Of course, you got the big old head up there too, so it couldn't go straight up anyway. Swivel at the bicep, again, like I talked about, there's a crook in the arm to give you a little bit of range because of the missing elbow. It works like an elbow that you can put any direction without there actually being an elbow. Swivel at the glove. Nothing in the torso, but there's really not a torso to speak of. That's just how the design goes. There's a ball joint at the hip going out into the leg. You can get forward to about right there, back about right there, out. There's swivel somewhere. I can't tell if it's below the shorts or it's definitely at the top of the shoe, but I don't know if there's anything in between there. Not that it really matters. It looks like a straight peg, but it is a ball joint kinda at the shoe. You can get a little back, a little forward, a little side, a little side. But again, because of the design, you can barely get them flat-footed because the shoes run into each other. And then for articulation on Pluto, in case you fast-forwarded to here to see this exciting segment of, wonder and bewilderment, there's a ball joint at the top of the neck going into the head. Look up a little bit, look down, can swivel side to side, a little bit of tilt. And then the tail is on a swivel too, so you can bring it around. For accessories, Mickey comes with a Keyblade. Now, I don't know if this is his Keyblade or if Keyblades even belong to people in the game. I just know that in the standard 3-pack, he comes with a different Keyblade. But this one's kind of nice. This is the one that I see at shows a lot. It seems fairly basic. It's the key, it's the blade, it's the hand guard. I like the gold and the silver and the brown, a bunch of different colors. There seems to be a little silver splotched up on the gold, though. It's messy. I don't think it's supposed to be there. At first I thought, did they paint a design into the side? But no, it's splotchiness. Now, here comes my big point of frustration, I guess you could say. The hand is nearly made out of stone, metal, some inflexible material that hands shouldn't be made out of. I mean, they didn't even put the sword all the way in Sora's hand for the promotional shots. That's how tough these hands are. It's not the end of the world, though. You can get the blade in there. It's just a major pain in the ass. And because of the paint being how it is, the paint will rub off onto the handle. I've already put it in the hand once and then pulled it out, and you can see the white right there. But if you're trying to put it in this way, you may never get it in there. It's just, you think you're going to break it. If you get it to about right here at the top of his hand and push it between his thumb and forefinger, it does kind of just barely stretch out. And that's the start of a beautiful relationship of this sword getting into this hand. And there you go. The good thing about that, there is no way this is going to fall out on the shelf. No way at all. That sword is not coming out unless you just rip it from his cold dead fingers. Keeping with the Keyblade for a minute, the chain here is a plastic piece, but they did put metal rings at the top and bottom, so you get a little bit of flex there. It does hang nicely. To give you an idea of scale, here is Mickey and Pluto with the Marvel Legends Black Panther. I feel like this is a pretty good 6-inch scale. So at the end of the day, like I said, not bad, but not great. If you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts or Disney, or both, this is perfectly acceptable for your shelf if you're just wanting a knick-knack from the game on the shelf. But if you're hardcore, you want some articulation, you want some kick-ass poses, it looks like SH Figure Arts is coming out with their own versions of this, and they've already solicited Donald and other characters from the game. But you're going to be paying $50, $60 there. This is $10. I could talk shit about this figure for 10 minutes and end it with, but it's $10. So I don't feel bad at all for getting this figure. It's a neat little Disney thing that'll go somewhere in the house. I'm not saying it'll go on my shelves, but in the house somewhere. But Mickey being in his Renaissance fair suit, it's interesting, but again, I'm drawn to Pluto. I don't know why. I just dig. He may make it to the shelf. He's going to stand up with Captain Jack and some bounty hunters and maybe some Marvel figures. This doesn't make me interested enough in Kingdom Hearts to go find out more or get some of the characters that are just from the game, like the Sora. I don't feel the need to go get that, even though it was $10 at Walgreens too. But if they come out with the Donald that I've seen or any of the other straight up Disney characters for the $10 price point, I may just have to go ahead and grab it just to have a group, you know? It doesn't scratch that itch if you're needing these figures, but if you're kind of wanting them, this is the way to go, I think. So if you like the review, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the Fwoosh. Pluto! 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 Pluto!